back, channel. So today we are going to be installing Anderson Composites rear quarter panels for the Z06. These are carbon fiber. These run around $2,800 is what I paid for them. They're supposed to drop 2 pounds per panel. So I'm supposed to lose around 4 pounds. If you don't follow my channel, I'm on an extreme weight loss journey for the Z06. I'm getting very, very, very close to the 3100 31XX range. And I'm needing a few more pounds to get there, so this will hopefully help me get to my goal. If you don't know a lot about Anderson Composites, I have their hatch right now on the car. It dropped 20 plus pounds. And I trust if they tell me this is going to drop 4, it should. But we're going to find that out. This is non-sponsored. I paid full price for these. So we're going to get into the nit and grit. I am going to focus on the install a little bit more than I normally do, mainly because there's not a lot on YouTube on the quarter panels on how to do this. And so for that reason, I'm going to put a lot on the install because there's not a lot of information out there. So we're going to get started, get these put on the car. I had thought about painting these. That's still on the table, but they have to be test fit anyway. So this will be the test fit, and then I'll decide, maybe you guys would comment on here whether you would paint them or whether you would not. I don't know which direction I'm going to go yet, maybe even partial. So either way, let's get started, get the install going, get my stock quarter panels off. I'm going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to show you how to put these on the car. So we're going to learn together. Okay, so let's do a close-up look of these things. This obviously is the driver's side. One thing I did not consider was the gas cap, and that's going to look like an eyesore, so I'll probably just temporarily, until I find a replacement that's carbon fiber, I'll probably just take and vinyl wrap that with carbon fiber so it just kind of blends. A couple things I noticed initially. Only thing I don't like so far is the non-visible areas are not super well clear coated. I don't know if you can see that right here. But the areas that are exposed are pretty nice. There's a couple spots maybe up in here. That's still not really seen with everything closed, but I do wish I kind of maybe put a little bit of more clear coat on those areas, but I probably did that for the weight part, I'm assuming. The inside of the panels looks pretty nice. I don't see anything that makes me think there's any fiberglass. Let's put this around in the light. So it looks to me pretty much like all the mount points. I don't see anything that's obviously fiberglass, so it looks like it's all carbon fiber. And they have a pretty good little weight to them, so we'll get a formal weight on it in a little bit. I'm not going to show the outer panels just because it looks the same as this one and it's just be redundant. Okay, so I'm going to start with the easier side, just so I get a better familiar stance on what I'm doing here. So first thing, looks like by the service manual, wheels come off. I think there are your 3 normal bumper bolts on the back, and there's another one that kind of attaches to the body. And then you got obviously your T15s all the way up here, all the way up to the top, and then it looks like there's one here, and this pops up, and I think there's one under here. And that looks about like it from the service manual, so then it pulls out this way. So I'm going to get the car up, get the wheel off, get the wheel liner out, which wheel liner, I'll show that. It's just a bunch of, T15s and I think like 7 millimeters, so it's pretty easy. So we'll get started on that.
Z06 at the stoplight line, shiny badge and a green light sign, but I hold mine like a 6-string band. Let the whole damn county hear it again. LT6 singing through the gears, cuts through the dust, cuts through the years. LS6 had a voice.
Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's just a bunch of 7 millimeters, and then you got a few push pins. There's one that kind of hides in the back corner right there, and then you got to get all the lower ones under here as well. And then of course you got 2 7 millimeters under there. So it's just tedious, just takes a while. There's not really much explaining. You have to pull obviously your air ducts over here on the side and the rock guards, and then it should just pop on out. Okay, and then you're gonna have a bolt here. You're gonna have these little push pins that you're gonna just have to squeeze to pop off. And there's a few of those that hold that quarter on. One there. And then over here you've got 2 7 millimeters like you would for your bumper, and then a 10 millimeter that's in the back. And so that'll get that loose. And then once we do that, we'll move on to the top and then get the ones on the side. Okay, I found the last bolt. So you can see where the fender kind of comes off here. It's right there. And it looks like probably a 10 millimeter if I had to guess. So that's going to be the last one to hold this on there. right, no surprises. The only thing is there are these push pins that are kind of hard to pop out from the bottom, and then it tries to snag in the corner over there, but otherwise it came off pretty uneventful. No issues as far as that goes. This is a good time to clean everything out too while you're in here. But I'm a little worried because it feels really light. The factory one feels really light. So I'm going to take all the pieces off of this one, and then we're going to weigh the two and see kind of how they compare, because I'm worried about the weight loss part right now. So let's see kind of where we land. All right, so now is the moment of truth. The scale doesn't lie. As you can see, this one is bare. The only difference is it's got this foam, which weighs pretty much nothing. Everything else is pretty much off of it, so it's apples to apples. We're gonna set this on here. And it weighs 7.3 pounds. Okay. And that's with the emblem on it, so that is something that's different. 5.8 pounds. Okay, so basically 1.5 pounds difference between the two. So not a lot. So if that trend continues, it'll be 3 pounds for the two. Is that worth it? No, probably not. But if you're wanting the look, then it definitely has some advantage from a weight perspective. But man, those factory SMC panels are fucking light, like really light. So that's a lot closer than I was expecting. But let's not judge too much until I've got the other side off. Okay, you do have to swap the little push pieces, just like you do on a bumper. So those have to be swapped over. So they kind of pop out, takes a minute, and then of course your corner pop pieces, those have to come out. So those 5 have to come off your old bumper, which wasn't too bad. It just took a second, so I had to get that done. And I think now we're ready to swap over onto the car.
If you don't build it, you don't get to watch the edges, watch the spin. If it sounds too slick, let it sit within. Somebody selling a polished disguise, but I see the gap in the corners of his eyes. Don't trust the poser. Ooh, don't trust the poser. Ooh, do his own work.
All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. It's the same process, same bolts. I'm not gonna show that. The only difference is this cap, which comes off, I think, separately. So I'll get started on that. I'm not gonna make this video too long. And then we'll pop this off and then we'll do the weights. All right, she's off, pretty much the same. Just have to swap 3 bolts here, your normal bolts, and then all of your little push tab pieces for your bolts, like these little things. You have to pop all those and swap them over and here and here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bare, and then we'll compare the bare to the other one and see where we're gonna see where our weights are at. I look back at the email from Anderson. They said the stock was, or theirs was like 5.2 and it was 5.7, so that's what the difference in the other one was. So it was 0.5 pound lighter, which I got to chalk that up to production tolerances. I don't think I can hold them accountable for that. 0.5 pound. So we have 7.6 on this side, which is about what they said the stock one weighs. And we've got 6.4. So, nope. So maybe 1 pound, 1.2 pounds is what it looks like, the difference. Not what I was wanting. So we're looking at, okay, so we run into a problem. This gas cap setup will not work. I'm gonna have to do some modification to get this to work, and it's very frustrating. If you set this in here, it will not set flush, and there's a big lip right there that's gonna have to be cut back, which I've had to cut other stuff before, but I don't know, at this price point for these, I feel like I shouldn't have to be doing any modification, but this won't set flush in there. And even when I have it open and I slide it through, it won't close right. So I might have to modify this. I don't know what my strategy is gonna be yet. First thing I'm gonna do is grind this down. Looks like some of that's intentional, I guess. Maybe stop, I don't know. But there's no way this is gonna work, and it's just not even like, the sides aren't even leveling up with the way this sets up for some reason or another. So I don't know if they've got this clocked wrong or what. Something's not right with this mounting. This has been like 2 hours trying to get this to work. So I've had to grind down these brackets way down because it was setting too far back. If you notice here, how that sets really high, if you look at the factory one, it sets way down. It's just they had it spaced out too far. So then you could not close the gas cap. And so I had to freaking cut to try to get this spaced out. Even had to hollow out the part. Had to do a bunch of things to get this to work, which it says in the instructions on it. This is stuff that you might have to do, like not specifically, but the recommended professional body shop, etc., etc. But man, this is the most I've had to do on any aftermarket part, bar none so far. And I'm not even done getting all this stuff transferred over, just working with that gas cap. Very annoying. Hey, buddy. I had to take a break. That was too much for me. So I'm gonna get back at it. It was covered in freaking resin, fiberglass, carbon fiber, whatever. And I had to take a break. All right, so now she's at least finished up for the most part. I don't think you can really tell how much cutting I had to do, but it was a lot. I'm talking all over. It's covered up a lot by the actual gas tank. So anyways, I'm gonna clean everything up and then go ahead and start putting everything back on to get it back on the car. Man, that sucked. Hey, boy. All right, I'm done. I'm not doing that shit again. That was not fun. So the passenger side was pretty easy, straightforward. I'd say like 8 out of 10 fitment, not bad. And it was just, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it was just like easy peasy. I started thinking, oh, okay, everything's gonna be fine. And then I got over to the driver's side and it was just like a nightmare. Started with the gas cap, which I'm gonna put some vinyl over that. But the fitment's just not like, it's all right, but it's not like the best. I'd say it's probably like a 6.5, 7 out of 10 over here. Could be a lot better. I don't know about the look. I feel like I need to blend the blue somehow, like with some paint. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, or what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm definitely gonna do something. I'm gonna get it out. We're gonna wash the car because it's nice and dirty. And once I wash it, we'll get see what it looks like kind of out there. Maybe throw the wing on it, just kind of get an idea of kind of what it's gonna look like. So there she is. Get it all cleaned up. So I think that bottom piece is available in carbon fiber, and it would go from there to there, and I think it would blend that to where it kind of looks like a seam line effect. I think that might be a possibility to make it kind of blend a little better together, is that bottom piece, which those are hard to get on and off, but that would probably look pretty cool. I actually like the looks of that now that I'm done with it. It's not awful. I'm gonna have to put some vinyl on the cap, or find a carbon fiber gas cap. I'm not sure which yet, but so. All right, so that's it. Unfortunately, I can't recommend these Anderson Composites quarter panels. They didn't give me the weight that I thought they would, or what I was told. Also, the install was more than what I consider minor. I've had 3 other products from them. They've been fine. I've had no issues with, but for whatever reason, these quarter panels, I just can't recommend them. I'm not saying stay away from the company. I'm just saying stay away from the quarter panels unless you just want the look and you have a body shop do it. I would not do these yourself for sure. Other thing, I've developed a new transmission issue that we'll be talking about next week. It is something kind of interesting. There's a service bulletin on it. It's a lower percentage than the valve body, but it is something that can happen. So we are going to discuss that, or I am, and then we're going to go over how to diagnose it, what's involved with it, what causes it, and then also how to fix it. Unfortunately, fixing it requires you to pull your transmission. While we're pulling the transmission, we're finally going to be able to, or I am, put on these Datsun clutches that I have to upgrade my clutch set in my transmission. So I should be getting a stronger trans, hopefully in tip-top shape, and should be ready to go out there and hit the racetrack and the dragway, and whatever. A little sneak peek. Thanks to 01 Hypervet Steven, he introduced me to these tire warmers. May have hopefully a solution to some traction issues. These are actually electronic tire temperature gauges that actually warm your tire from the whole carcass. And you basically wrap them. He's been using those for a while. He brought me onto the idea, and I think it's a great idea. It's genius, actually. This company's been doing this for a while, so purchased these. So I'm going to try these out. We're going to test these on different tires, see how they respond to the heated carcass traction-wise. So that's coming too. So like, subscribe if you like what you see, and we will see you.
Pretty on the surface, empty on the inside. So I keep it tight, I keep my circle small. If you don't build it, you don't get to call. Watch the edges, watch the spin. If it sounds too slick, let it sit within. Somebody selling a polished disguise.